Hello, students, and welcome back to class. I want to commend you all on the hard work that you're doing in this course. The things we're doing now are so much more difficult than the things we were doing 4 weeks ago. Yet you're working hard, keeping up, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. In this video, we'll continue our work with mixed numbers. When we encounter mixed numbers in an algebra class, the first step is always to change them into improper fractions. 6 1/2, if I keep the denominator, 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. That's 13 over 2. 1 1/7, keep the denominator. 1 times 7 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Now, before I multiply, I want to try to reduce. The only reducing I see are the 2 and the 8. These are both divisible by 2. Now multiply the numerators. 13 times 4 is 52. And multiply the denominators. 1 times 7 is 7. Let's go back to the beginning, where we were multiplying a negative times a positive. I know when I multiply with one negative, my final answer should be negative. Now 52 over 7, that's improper. Let's change that back into a mixed number. Keep the common denominator. How many times does 7 go into 52? It goes in 7 times. 7 times 7 is 49. 49 from 52 is 3. So my final answer, negative 7 3/7. Got it. Number 2, again, first step, change everything into improper fractions. Keep that common denominator of 7. 3 times 7 plus 3. Let's take this whole number and make it look like a fraction by putting it over 1. Now we know that in a division problem, we keep the first fraction, change division to multiplication, and take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So instead of 8 over 1, we'll have 1 over 8. Doesn't matter where you put this negative, so long as this fraction keeps a negative. Now try to reduce. Numerators and denominators. 24 and 8. Well, those are both divisible by 8. Now multiply the numerators. 3 times 1 is 3. The denominators, 7 times 1 is 7. And if we go all the way back to the beginning, when you divide with 2 negatives, your answer should be positive. 2 negatives make a positive. Beautiful. For number 3, the first fraction is not a mixed number, so I'll just copy it. The second fraction is a mixed number. Change it into improper. Keep the denominator. 2 times 3 plus 1, 7. And it's negative. Now we change division into multiplication by taking the reciprocal of the second fraction. Instead of 7 over 3, we'll have 3 over 7. And don't lose the negative. Doesn't matter which number you put it on, so long as this fraction stays negative. Now look for things to reduce. Well, the 7s are obvious. Divide by 7, divide by 7. The 3 and the 12, those are both divisible by 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Now we'll multiply numerators and denominators. In the top, 1 times negative 1. In the bottom, 4 times 1. Got it. Back to the beginning, I noticed I was dividing with a positive and a negative. When I divide with one negative, my answer ought to be negative. All right, your turn. Go work some homework problems. and then meet me back here.